Imagine a world unlike any other, hidden beneath the warm, sunlit waves of tropical seas. Here lie the coral reefs, vibrant cities teeming with life, color, and endless activity. These are not silent, empty places. They are bustling metropolises of the ocean, built by tiny creatures over thousands of years. The light dances through the clear water, illuminating structures of incredible complexity and beauty. It is a realm of constant movement, a dazzling display of nature's artistry. To peer into this world is to witness one of Earth's most magnificent spectacles, a true natural wonder that continues to inspire awe and fascination in all who encounter its beauty. The first impression is often one of overwhelming color. Corals themselves bloom in shades of pink, yellow, purple, and green, forming intricate gardens that stretch as far as the eye can see. Amongst these living structures, fish of every imaginable hue dart and weave. Schools of tiny, shimmering silver fish move as one like a flowing river of light. Larger, more solitary creatures glide with regal grace, their patterned skins a testament to the power of evolution. The sheer variety is breathtaking, a living kaleidoscope that changes with every passing moment, offering a feast for the eyes and a balm for the soul. It is a visual symphony composed by nature. This hidden world is home to an astonishing array of creatures, many of which are found nowhere else on Earth. It is a place of secrets where new species are still being discovered. Each inhabitant has its own unique role to play in the intricate web of life that defines the reef. From the smallest shrimp to the largest predator, every organism contributes to the health and vitality of this delicate ecosystem. Understanding these relationships reveals a complex and perfectly balanced community, a testament to millions of years of co-evolution. Exploring these connections is like unlocking the secrets of an ancient, thriving civilization. To journey into a coral reef is to embark on an adventure, a voyage of discovery into an alien yet strangely familiar landscape. It evokes a profound sense of wonder, a feeling that we are privileged observers of something truly special. The gentle sway of the currents, the soft sounds of the reef, the silent ballet of its inhabitants, all combine to create an atmosphere of peace and enchantment. It is a reminder of the immense beauty and diversity that our planet holds, urging us to look closer, to understand more, and to cherish these extraordinary underwater gardens before they are lost to time. Among the countless citizens of the Coral City, some are instantly recognizable, their fame spread far and wide. Consider the charming clownfish, a small, brightly colored marvel. Often adorned with bold orange and white stripes edged in black, they are a delight to behold. These little fish are not just pretty, they are also very clever. They have formed a remarkable partnership with sea anemones, those flower-like animals with stinging tentacles. The clownfish, immune to the anemone's sting, finds a safe and protected home amongst these waving arms. It is a perfect example of nature's ingenuity, a small fish finding sanctuary in a seemingly dangerous place. Then there is the parrotfish, a truly vibrant character of the reef, named for their beak-like mouths fused from teeth. They are the gardeners of this underwater world. These powerful beaks are used to scrape algae from the surface of corals. As they feed, they also ingest pieces of the coral skeleton. This material passes through their digestive system and is excreted as fine, white sand. Indeed, much of the beautiful white sand found on tropical beaches begins its journey inside a parrotfish. Their colors are astonishing, ranging from brilliant blues and greens to vivid pinks and yellows, changing as they mature, making them one of the reef's most flamboyant residents. The clownfish's relationship with its anemone is a fascinating display of mutual benefit, a true symbiosis. The anemone provides the clownfish with protection from predators who dare not venture too close to its stinging cells. In return, the clownfish helps to keep the anemone clean, removing parasites and debris. It may even bring food to its host, or its movements may help to circulate water around the anemone's tentacles, aiding its respiration. This intimate bond highlights the interconnectedness of life on the reef, where different species rely on each other for survival in often surprising ways, each playing a crucial part in the ecosystem's delicate balance. Parrotfish, with their constant grazing, play a vital role in maintaining the health of the coral reef. By keeping algae growth in check, they prevent it from overgrowing and smothering the corals, which need sunlight to survive. Their feeding activity also creates space for new coral larvae to settle and grow, contributing to the reef's regeneration. These busy fish are therefore essential architects of the reef environment, constantly shaping and renewing it. Observing them at work, chipping away at the coral, is to see a fundamental process of reef ecology in action, a continuous cycle of renewal driven by these colorful, industrious creatures. Gliding through the coral branches with an almost ethereal grace are the butterfly fish. These are typically small fish, often adorned with intricate patterns and striking colors, including yellows, blacks, whites, and oranges. Many species have a dark band across their eyes, and some even possess a false eye spot near their tail, designed to confuse predators. Butterfly fish are often seen in pairs, moving in perfect synchrony as they explore the reef in search of food. They possess delicate protruding snouts perfectly adapted for probing into tiny crevices to find small invertebrates, coral polyps, or algae. Their movements are precise and unhurried, adding a touch of elegance to the bustling reef. Another group of fishes renowned for their sheer beauty are the angelfish. Often larger than butterfly fish, they too boast spectacular colors and elaborate patterns that can change dramatically as they grow from juveniles to adults. Their bodies are typically flattened from side to side, allowing them to navigate narrow passages within the reef structure with ease. Angelfish are generally solitary or found in pairs, and they can be quite territorial, defending their chosen patch of reef. They are a captivating sight, their fins often trailing like silken banners as they swim, their presence commanding attention amidst the myriad of other reef dwellers. Butterfly fish are incredibly diverse, with over 100 different species, each with its own unique markings and dietary preferences. Some are generalists, feeding on a variety of items, while others are highly specialized, perhaps feeding only on specific types of coral polyps. This specialization means that the health of certain butterfly fish populations can be a good indicator of the health of the corals they depend upon. Observing their feeding habits reveals the subtle ways in which different species have adapted to exploit the rich resources that the coral reef provides, each carving out its own niche in this competitive environment. Their beauty is more than skin deep, it is a reflection of their evolutionary success. Angelfish, like their butterfly fish cousins, contribute to the reef's biodiversity and visual splendor. Many species of angelfish feed on sponges, algae, and tunicates, playing a role in controlling the growth of these organisms on the reef. The transformation from juvenile to adult in many angelfish species is truly remarkable, with young fish often bearing completely different colors and patterns to their parents. This dramatic change has sometimes led to juveniles and adults of the same species being mistakenly identified as different species altogether. Their beauty is a constant source of wonder, a living jewel in the coral kingdom, reminding us of nature's endless creativity. Surgeonfish, also widely known by the name tangs, are another fascinating group of reef inhabitants. They are easily recognized by their oval-shaped bodies and the sharp, scalpel-like spines they possess on either side of their body, near the base of their tail. These spines are a formidable defense mechanism which they can extend when threatened, capable of inflicting painful cuts. Many tangs are herbivores, grazing on the algae that grow on coral and rocks, and they often travel in large schools, sweeping across the reef like a colorful moving carpet. Their vibrant blues, yellows, and blacks make them stand out, even in the most crowded reef scenes, adding to the visual richness. The wrasse family is one of the largest and most diverse groups of fish found on coral reefs, with an incredible variety of shapes, sizes, colors, and behaviors. Some wrasses are tiny, only a few centimeters long, while others can grow to be quite substantial. Perhaps the most famous among them are the cleaner wrasses. These small, intrepid fish set up cleaning stations on the reef, where larger fish, including predators like groupers and sharks, will queue up to have parasites and dead skin removed. This is a remarkable example of interspecies cooperation, a vital service that benefits the entire reef community, keeping its members healthy. The schooling behavior of tangs is not just a beautiful spectacle, it also serves a practical purpose. By feeding in large groups, they can overwhelm the defenses of territorial damselfish that aggressively guard their small patches of algae. This allows the tangs to access food resources that would be unavailable to them as individuals. Their constant grazing helps to keep algal growth under control, much like the parrotfish, ensuring that corals receive enough sunlight and that there is space for new coral recruits to settle. These active fish are therefore important contributors to the overall balance and health of the reef ecosystem, performing a crucial maintenance role. Cleaner wrasses perform an indispensable service, and their cleaning stations are hubs of activity. The larger fish visiting these stations adopt specific postures, often opening their mouths and gill covers to allow the cleaner wrasser safe access to all areas. The cleaner wrasser meticulously inspects its client, picking off any ectoparasites or pieces of dead tissue. It is a delicate dance of trust, where even the fiercest predators become placid and patient. The importance of these small wrasses is so great that their removal from a reef can lead to a decrease in the health and diversity of other fish species, highlighting their keystone role in the community. Section 5. An intricate dance fish and their living coral homes. The relationship between fish and the coral reef itself is a deeply intricate and ancient one, a partnership that has evolved over millions of years. The corals, which are tiny animals called polyps living in vast colonies, construct the very framework of this underwater world. These structures, often resembling elaborate castles, trees, or even brains, provide countless nooks, crannies, and caves. For the fish, these formations are essential. They offer vital protection from the relentless pursuit of predators, a safe haven where they can rest, hide, and raise their young. Without the physical structure of the reef, many fish species would be exposed and vulnerable, unable to survive. Beyond shelter, the coral reef is also a bountiful larder for its fish inhabitants. The corals themselves and the algae that live within their tissues or grow on their surfaces form the base of a complex food web. Many fish, like the parrotfish and butterflyfish we have met, feed directly on coral polyps or the algae. Other fish prey on the smaller creatures, such as crustaceans and worms, that find their own homes within the reef's complex matrix. The reef, therefore, is not just a passive backdrop. It is an active provider, a source of sustenance that supports an incredible density and diversity of fish life, each species finding its niche. This relationship is not a one-way street. The fish also play crucial roles in maintaining the health and vitality of the corals. Herbivorous fish, by grazing on algae, prevent it from overgrowing and smothering the corals, which need access to sunlight for the symbiotic algae living within their tissues to photosynthesize. Some fish species also help to keep corals clean by feeding on parasites or sediment that might settle on them. Even the waste products of fish can provide essential nutrients that benefit the corals, contributing to a cycle of nourishment within this closely knit ecosystem, a perfect example of natural recycling. The sheer variety of fish shapes and sizes is a testament to their adaptation to different parts of the reef structure. Slender, elongated fish can navigate the narrowest crevices, while flattened fish can slip between coral branches. Large, powerful predators patrol the reef edges and open water channels. Tiny gobies may spend their entire lives on a single coral head. This intimate connection between the physical form of the reef and the biological diversity it supports is fundamental. The coral creates the habitat, and the fish, in turn, help to shape and maintain that habitat, a continuous, dynamic interplay that defines life in these underwater cities. To truly appreciate the world of coral fish, we must first understand the remarkable nature of corals themselves. These are not colorful rocks or plants, as some might first imagine. Corals are, in fact, tiny animals called polyps, often no bigger than a grain of rice. Each polyp is a simple creature related to jellyfish and sea anemones, with a ring of tentacles surrounding a central mouth. What makes them extraordinary is their ability to build the massive, complex structures that we call reefs. They achieve this by secreting a hard skeleton of calcium carbonate, forming a protective cup around their soft bodies, generation after generation building upon the last. There is a stunning diversity among corals. We see hard corals, the primary reef builders, which form rigid skeletons. These come in myriad shapes: massive brain corals, intricate branching staghorn corals, and delicate plate-like corals, each adapted to different conditions of light and water movement. Then there are the soft corals, such as sea fans and sea whips. These lack a solid external skeleton but have tiny skeletal elements within their tissues, allowing them to sway gracefully with the currents. They add a different texture and form to the reef landscape, contributing to its overall complexity and providing habitat for a different suite of marine creatures. One of the most fascinating aspects of many reef-building corals is their partnership with microscopic algae called zooxanthellae. These tiny algae live within the tissues of the coral polyps themselves. It is a symbiotic relationship of profound importance. The algae photosynthesize using sunlight to produce food, and they share a significant portion of this food with their coral host. This provides the coral with the energy it needs to grow and build its skeleton. In return, the coral provides the algae with a protected environment and the compounds they need for photosynthesis. These algae also give corals their vibrant colors, a beautiful expression of this vital partnership. The growth of a coral reef is an incredibly slow and patient process, a geological timescale event orchestrated by tiny organisms. Individual coral colonies may grow only a few millimeters or centimeters each year, depending on the species and environmental conditions. Yet over thousands, even millions of years, these incremental additions accumulate to form the largest living structures on our planet, some visible even from space. It is a testament to the power of persistent collective effort. Each reef is a living monument, a historical record of oceanic conditions, and a fragile masterpiece sculpted by nature's smallest architects, deserving of our utmost respect. Coral reefs, these vibrant underwater cities, are far more than just beautiful gardens. They are critically important ecosystems with global significance. One of their most vital roles is serving as nurseries for the ocean. A vast number of fish species, including many that are commercially important for human consumption, spend their juvenile stages within the protective embrace of the reef. The complex structure of corals provides an abundance of hiding places, shielding young, vulnerable fish from predators and harsh currents. This allows them to grow and mature in relative safety before venturing out into the open ocean, ensuring the replenishment of fish stocks far beyond the reef itself. Beyond their role as nurseries, coral reefs act as natural breakwaters, protecting coastlines from the destructive power of storms and erosion. The solid reef structures absorb and dissipate the energy of waves, reducing their impact on shores where millions of people live. This natural coastal defense is incredibly valuable, saving coastal communities from extensive damage and the high costs associated with building artificial seawalls. The very presence of a healthy reef can make a coastal area more resilient to the increasing intensity of storms driven by a changing climate. This protective service is often unseen, yet it is essential for coastal stability. The economic importance of coral reefs is immense, particularly for coastal communities in tropical regions. They support thriving fisheries that provide food and livelihoods for hundreds of millions of people worldwide. Reef fish are a primary source of protein for many, and fishing activities centered around reefs form the backbone of local economies. Furthermore, the sheer beauty and biodiversity of coral reefs attract tourists from all over the globe. Snorkeling, diving, and recreational fishing generate billions of dollars in revenue each year, supporting jobs and businesses in tourism and hospitality. The health of the reef is directly linked to the prosperity of these communities. Perhaps most importantly, coral reefs are hotspots of marine biodiversity. Although they cover less than 1% of the ocean floor, they are estimated to support around 25% of all marine life. This incredible concentration of species, from the tiniest microorganisms to large sharks, makes them the rainforests of the sea. This rich biodiversity is not just beautiful, it is also crucial for the overall health of the oceans and the planet. Each species plays a role, and the loss of reef ecosystems would lead to a catastrophic decline in marine biodiversity, with far-reaching consequences for the entire marine food web and the ecological balance of our world. Despite their beauty and importance, these extraordinary underwater cities are facing grave dangers. One of the most significant threats is climate change, driven by the increasing levels of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. Rising sea temperatures are causing a phenomenon known as coral bleaching. When water becomes too warm, corals expel the symbiotic algae, the zooxanthellae, living in their tissues. This causes them to turn ghostly white, and, if the stress persists, they can die, leaving behind a barren skeleton. Widespread bleaching events are becoming more frequent and severe, devastating vast areas of reef around the world, a silent crisis unfolding beneath the waves. Alongside rising temperatures, our oceans are also becoming more acidic. As the ocean absorbs excess carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, a chemical reaction occurs that lowers the pH of seawater. This ocean acidification makes it more difficult for corals to build their calcium carbonate skeletons. Their growth slows, and existing skeletons can even begin to dissolve. This is like trying to build a house while the very bricks are crumbling. It weakens the entire reef structure, making it more vulnerable to storm damage and erosion. This invisible threat poses a long-term challenge to the very existence of coral reefs as we know them, a slow erosion of their foundations. Pollution from land-based activities is another major stressor for coral reefs. Runoff from agriculture can carry excess nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus into coastal waters. These nutrients can fuel the rapid growth of algae, which can then smother corals, blocking sunlight and oxygen. Pesticides and other chemical pollutants can directly harm coral polyps and other reef organisms. Plastic pollution is also a growing concern, with plastic debris entangling marine life or being ingested, causing injury or death. Sediment washed into the sea from deforestation and coastal development can cloud the water, reducing light penetration and burying corals, hindering their ability to feed and grow. The cumulative impact of these threats is immense, pushing many coral reef ecosystems to the brink of collapse. When corals die, the intricate structure they provide is lost. This means that the countless fish and other creatures that depend on the reef for food and shelter also suffer. Fish populations decline, biodiversity plummets, and the vital services that reefs provide, such as coastal protection and support for fisheries, are diminished. It's a cascade of negative effects, a stark reminder that the health of these underwater worlds is inextricably linked to our actions on land and the overall health of our planet. The vibrant cities are becoming silent graveyards. Despite the daunting challenges, there is still hope for the future of our planet's coral reefs and their dazzling fish inhabitants. Around the world, dedicated scientists, conservationists, and local communities are working tirelessly to protect and restore these precious ecosystems. One of the most effective strategies is the establishment of marine protected areas. These are like national parks for the ocean, designated zones where activities like fishing and development are restricted or carefully managed. MPAs provide safe havens for marine life, allowing coral reefs to recover and fish populations to rebound, spilling over to benefit surrounding areas. Scientific research is also playing a crucial role in finding solutions. Scientists are studying corals that show greater resilience to warmer waters, hoping to understand the genetic basis of this tolerance. They are developing innovative techniques for coral restoration, such as coral gardening, where fragments of healthy coral are grown in underwater nurseries and then transplanted back onto damaged reefs. Researchers are also working to identify and mitigate local threats, providing valuable data to inform management decisions. This growing body of knowledge offers new tools and strategies in the fight to save these vital habitats, lighting a path forward. Each one of us also has a part to play in protecting these underwater treasures, no matter where we live. Reducing our carbon footprint is paramount, as this helps to combat climate change and ocean acidification, the primary global threats to reefs. This can involve simple actions like saving energy, using public transport, or choosing renewable energy sources. When visiting coastal areas, we can be responsible tourists, avoiding touching or damaging corals, choosing sustainable tour operators, and ensuring our sunscreen is reef safe. Supporting organizations dedicated to marine conservation through donations or volunteering can also make a significant difference, amplifying our collective impact. The secret world of coral fish is a realm of extraordinary beauty, complexity, and importance. It is a world that inspires wonder and provides essential services to both marine life and humanity. While the threats are severe, they are not insurmountable if we act together with determination and a shared sense of responsibility. By learning about these incredible ecosystems, by appreciating their value, and by taking conscious steps to reduce our impact, we can help to ensure that these enchanted underwater cities continue to thrive for generations to come. Let us be the guardians these vibrant worlds so desperately need, ensuring their symphony of life plays on.